Andrew, fantastic to be sitting down with you.
Thanks for the opportunity, mate.
and having a chat. As you know, this is part of building the Marshall White
Absolutely.
way and being able to give the team within Marshall White better access to great dialogue and great strategy to support them becoming, consistently brilliant in the marketplace.
Yep.
And we're talking about setting the agenda, and I think we're both on the same page. It's an incredibly important part of making sure you've got the same wavelength at the listing appointment. Do you want to talk a little bit about your philosophy and approach to that?
I suppose the philosophy and approach is if you can ask better questions, you'll get better answers at the start of the equation, and you can really find out what's important to the vendor so that you can deliver a better outcome.
Yes.
And if you ask the right questions, the appropriate questions with the right tone and the right dialogue, you'll get a lot better engagement in the overall process rather than you talk about what you think they want to talk about.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah,
great. So along that side of things, what do you think are the most important things to cover off on? Is it about finding out from them what they want to achieve?
One of the things I always quite like to ask, and it can be done one of two ways, what's important to you in your decision-making process?
Great.
Or is it a question along the lines of, Mike, tell me, how does a successful outcome look to you?
Yeah, excellent.
And they're two very different questions, but they're really asking for the same answers, but one's a bit softer than the other.
Yeah.
And some I find are more ready for one way to ask, and some are better being asked the other way.
Yes, yeah. So let's talk about the listing appointment. You've walked in, you've met me. I probably said, do you want to have a look around?
Sure, we've done that.
Yeah. What's the next step? We're now sitting down.
So I'd thank the vendor, prospective vendor, for their time and the opportunity, and congratulate them and compliment them on the home, and we're looking forward to the opportunity of representing them. And really just say to them, Michael, thanks very much for the opportunity here today. Love your home. You've obviously had a lot of happy years here over the journey, and you've done some great things to it. What have you enjoyed the most about the home?
I'm not used to this at the beginning of a process, so well done, good job. So enjoy this and enjoy this and enjoy this and enjoy this.
Yeah.
So great rapport building question.
Good.
Well and truly.
So Mike, so that we can make the most of our time here this afternoon, I know your time is precious, what are the most important points you'd like to cover off on here this afternoon?
Yeah, great. I'd like to cover off on marketing, your cost of selling, what do you think we've achieved from a price point of view?
Yep.
And maybe just what's happening in the general market.
Sure.
Is now the right time to sell?
Yeah. I suppose I'll elaborate on that a little bit and add a few if I may, and you can tell me if you don't want to cover off them, but some of the ones we also like to cover off on are timing, presentation, strategy, method of sale, all those sorts of things. And when we spoke the other day, you said you'd had a previous auction experience that really wasn't too pleasurable. Have you got an open mind to that since we spoke?
Look, I'm happy to have a chat with you about it. Yeah.
Is there anything else along other than what's on the list you'd like to cover off on here this afternoon?
No, I think that's great.
Can I ask a different question, if I may?
Yeah, sure.
Can you describe what a successful outcome looks to you at the conclusion of the sale?
Well, it probably happens within the next 2 months, so we can make a really strong purchasing decision for our next property.
Yep.
As you know, we've got a couple of options there that we've spoken about with you. So I just think it will give us a really good basis to move forward with.
Okay. So in the next hour or so, I'd like to try and demonstrate to you that I've got all the right strategies, the advice, the skills and the people to get you the highest and best price in the shortest possible period of time with the least amount of fuss. If you're comfortable that I can demonstrate that, do you feel as though you'd be comfortable to put me to work here this afternoon based on the history of our relationship and the strength of the referral that I've come in on here this afternoon?
Yeah, look, I would be. We have got another appointment set up with another agent. So I'm being upfront with you.
Sure. No, you mentioned that on the phone before I got here.
Yeah. Well, let's see how we go with this.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd probably be happy to cancel that meeting if
I'd prefer you cancelled it rather than I cancelled it. To be quite frank, I think that'd be a bit arrogant of me. But I'd like to prove to you that we are the best agency to, as I said, to get the highest and best price in the shortest period of time. And hopefully we can demonstrate that to you in the next half an hour or so.
Okay, fantastic.
How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Good on you.